Happy Monday, everybody. It's another week for Paranormal Albany. Sorry we missed last week, but I had a case of man cold, which, as we all know, is one of the uh, deadliest colds a man can get, mostly because the women in our lives want to kill us. So I have recovered, and I can also state unequivocally that the song Raspberry Beret, while it was written by Prince, the best version of it was done by Warren Zevon.
Let's see how that chat blows up.
Yeah, no.
Touchy subject for people or not.
Yeah. So, Chris is in. Well, I don't think Chris is a huge Prince fan, so I think it's safe. But anyways, back to where we were. There was when we last were here a couple weeks ago, there was a birthday party going on, and at Hugo's house, and there was a rapid knock at the door, and I believe Rhoda was going to open it up.
She is.
You open it up to see a man in a suit standing there with a clipboard, an officious look to him. Yes, Mrs. Mitchell?
When she opened up the door,
yeah,
she quickly threw up a glamour, so it looked like she was the only one there. All the sound was deafened, and she stepped out and shut the door. And she said,
"Okay." Well, no, he was right up to the door. You'd basically be forcing him. You'd basically be stepping into his personal space.
She knows.
Okay. I will give you that. Yeah, he stepped back.
Okay. So she goes, "No, I'm not Mrs. Mitchell. What do you need?"
I need to speak to Mr. Mitchell.
I don't know that he's available at the moment, but I do work for Mr. Mitchell. I could give him a message.
Do you manage his restaurant, Remedies, and Remedies, I think is the name of it?
Okay.
Is that your purpose?
I don't know that that's my purpose, but it's one of my responsibilities, sure.
Oh, you're not. Can I ask your name, please?
I'd rather just take the message for you.
The message is I need to talk to Mr. Mitchell.
Okay. If you leave me your card, we can get back to you.
This really can't wait.
Is it on fire?
I'll open it up. This can't wait. Is Mr. Mitchell here? Is there a reason I can't?
You didn't answer me. Is it on fire?
I know, but you know what? No, it's not on fire.
Do I hear this at all, Tom?
No, actually, her glamour is pretty good about blocking it. However,
stop inviting Rhoda in so she can't use her power.
Just so you know, Jilly's the one that told her if anyone comes to that goddamn door, don't take you away from that party.
Yep. O'Meara and Reynard, you're walking into range, and you see the looks like a woman outside of what you've been told is the Magus's home, having a standoff with, to my right, a guy who's stuck on himself in a suit. To Reynard, you immediately spot bureaucrat.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me I told you before, go ahead and give me a roll to
All right.
see.
Here goes nothing. All right. What is that? An 11 against your 13?
Yep, but you can tie me
I could.
with the use of a plot point.
Why not? I'll use it.
Okay.
I'll start off as strong as I can.
Hey, what does a
Oh.
subscription give me? Because I forgot my subscription renewed.
You can give out a gold
You-
gift to somebody.
Yep.
That's a
Mm,
Oh,
plot
good. The
point,
bank
right?
plans are working again.
okay,
Oh.
yes. It oh, okay. This looks like one of your favorites type of person to impersonate or assist the local city in enforcement by being an independent official for them. Buildings and codes.
Fun.
Basically, the zoning.
Yeah.
The guy that enforces which zone is where, and inspections are done. A whole host of things that you can usually do with that.
Hey,
Wondering why he referred to Remedies as a restaurant.
yeah, Omera, you get anything off of that guy? I know you can see the strange things better than I can.
Yeah, they just shake their head no.
What about the random lady there?
There's like a slight nod.
Okay. She probably works for them, I guess, then. Okay.
Rhoda's gonna touch the gentleman.
Okay. You're gonna reach out.
assuming it's some kind of aggressiveness.
I know, I was
Scarlet,
thinking-
relax.
And now
that
Ray and
is
Omeo
true.
witness a murder. Yep.
No, I know. It's like relax.
that is fair. But I'm just gonna I got them caught up. Now back to you. Now I've answered your question. Is Mr. Mitchell here? He really needs to deal with this right now.
Sir. And she puts her hands like on his shoulders. This doesn't have to be this big of a deal. He is otherwise engaged. Shh, just listen. You and I can handle this. If you need me to go with you, I have no trouble. I'm sure you work really, really hard for the city. And I want to make sure you do your job to the best of your ability. If you don't mind, I'm going to go grab my purse and I can go with you. We can even go in your car.
You
I just
haven't told me your name.
Oh, I apologize. My name is Rhoda.
Last name? Are you're claiming to be the manager of the restaurant Remedies?
I'm claiming to work for Hugo Mitchell, and I represent him in his absence. And she's going to lean in really closely and say, "You don't want to spend the afternoon with me? I'm really nice."
Okay. Yeah, hit me with an influence. Let's see.
She's just being nice.
Yeah, I know she is, but he's
This would be social, right?
it would be social, yes.
Social influence. Thank you, God, that I raised that. And I'm going to put, what's the other distinction that socialite. 38. Do you roll first?
Yes, I just wanted to make sure I got everything set. Okay, I'm at a 13. I'm at a 12 right now.
I don't know why I can't see it. Mine are going
Well-
slow too. I can't even see what I got.
Okay. I'm gonna send you
Hang on.
the top of the Roll20 screen. I think that might be it. When you open your character sheet, you never change back to where the rolls are dropped. At the top of your browser, if you could make sure that that block I just sent you, if you got that selected, that'll tell you. And right now, what you have, you got a 1 and an 11.
I do have that selected. The thing you put. Oh, there it is. Got it.
Yep. So you have an 11 versus my 12.
I will.
And you got a 1.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna use a plot point to add it in to tie you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm not gonna use the one to tie a plot point to tie you.
Okay.
I'll just take.
All right.
But wait a minute. If I use a plot point to take it to tie you, I gain it back because I get a complication, right? Okay.
Yep, but
No,
I also let me 1 second because I forgot you had a couple complications because you're pretty exhausted.
Why?
The smitten troll complication does go away because, well, it goes away for now.
Oh, okay.
Why
Got
am
that.
I exhausted?
Gotta adjust that.
There we go. Okay, so I do get to roll another d8. See if that doesn't change anything. Okay, so you tied me.
Yeah.
Well, can I? Okay. All right, you should get the plot point back. Omira, that was a very interesting display you just witnessed. She clearly seduced him to get what she wanted.
She was just being nice.
Yes, I know,
Baking
but you got a 1. So the well, okay, but I do need your full name to put on the form as being the manager of the restaurant.
You are exhausting.
I have to fill out these forms and have them ready.
And we can fill out the forms once we get there. I don't know you. I'm not comfortable giving out my full information to brand new random men.
Well,
And it's a little creepy. It makes me uncomfortable that you keep asking me.
Well, here is my identification. I'm part of the building and codes division. And Reynard and Myra, let me know if you two want to intercede at any point, or if you're just standing.
Would we have been able to overhear? Or
yeah, you'd be
any
able.
other
It's pretty public. It's not. He doesn't
Right.
have everything.
Mm,
So it's up. But so you would have been able to overhear it.
Yeah, Omera is basically standing back politely,
Mhm.
and just looking between the two occasionally, an occasional glance at Ray to see what he's gonna do.
And my other question is, what restaurant are you talking about?
The restaurant Remedies.
It's not a restaurant.
Well, that's why we need. No, it is. It's clearly been. Well, yes, you're right. It's been miscalculated. It's been mislisted for many years. But when we were going through and doing a recent check, it is a restaurant. People do consume. There is a table in plain view of the front window. People do consume things there. There clearly the gas usage and everything is um, in terms of being a restaurant, uh, and so it yeah, it's classified as a restaurant under the new regulations, and we have to get it completely up to code and get all the forms filled out. That's why I needed to talk to Mr. Mitchell. Or if you're the manager of it, we can go do it. But I do need, before I tell you any more information, I need your full name and to see some ID so that I can fill it out. And here is my ID.
Do you like your life?
Just hear Rhoda threaten a city worker.
She's not threatening.
Yes. Yeah, no, yes, that's rather a personal question.
Well, you're asking my name and asking for my ID. We have never met. Where I come from, that's very personal.
Yes, but I'm
Especially
not asking for
you're a
innermost
man
feeling.
and I'm a woman. That's a lot to ask.
Miss, you're a striking woman who
And
is
now
at
you're
least
commenting
2 inches,
on my
who is at
looks.
least 2 inches taller than me.
I don't really see how that's relevant.
Well,
Maybe we should make an appointment to meet you some other time. This
well,
is starting to feel weird. I'll take your card and I will have Mr. Mitchell get in contact. That's what's happening now. But I appreciate, again, you coming all this way. You know, I have some homemade jam. Let me go get some.
no, ma'am. I'm afraid it. You're right. You can, if Mr. Mitchell's not available, there will be. We are going to have to shut down his business. Once he gets everything up to code, he can. He'll be able to take the padlocks off and re-enter it. But he needs to come down to building and code enforcement. Here is my card. And he pulls out a letter and actually, ma'am, I'm going to well, no, here is a letter for him. And there will be a copy of this affixed to his front door of his business.
Which is not a restaurant.
Ma'am, it is a restaurant according to my form here, and he does need to work it out. We cannot just let anybody operate restaurants without having the proper checks. It was nice meeting you, Rhoda, Miss Rhoda. But if this is all I can do, it's all I can do today. Thank you.
Yep.
O'Meara will lean closer to Ray and just kind of ask quietly, is it normal to be so reticent to give your name?
To some random dude at the door, not necessarily. I mean, he had some sort of official documentation, but that's also a potential trick. But,
He walks by and nods to you too.
I'll nod back as I'm
hope
still
you're
like,
not, I hope you're not here to see Mr. Mitchell. It doesn't go well.
oh no, I'm pretty sure he's out of town. But honestly, I have no idea. So I just,
If she just told me that, I don't understand why people don't want to cooperate with government officials.
oh, where do you work?
Buildings and codes.
Oh yeah. No, I know where that building is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
what brought you to Mr. Mitchell though?
I'm afraid I can't get into it. It's information about his private business.
Okay. For remedies?
Yes. You know of the restaurant?
Oh, it's not a restaurant. Why did you think it was a restaurant? Did someone report it as a restaurant?
Yes. It's in the things. Rhoda, I assume you stood out there and watched him walk away. He stopped and he's talking to two people outside of off the property.
She sees them.
Yep. Yes, it was reported as being as a restaurant. Has been misreported for years.
Would you have the current code for what a restaurant is? Because I can
Yes.
try to catch up with him and double check it with him and help get him to come down to you and get this sorted out.
Yes. He digs through his briefcase and he comes out with a thing. This is what a restaurant in Albany would have to fulfill.
Okay. Can I just look at it for a second? Because I'm assuming you don't
no,
have an
he-
extra copy or anything.
He hands it to you. He has an
Oh,
extra
okay.
copy.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
very nice of you.
Yeah, no, it's if you can help expedite this. We don't want to shut down businesses, but they do have to follow the rules.
Right, of course. No, I'm pretty sure we could get this taken care of pretty quickly. It's just a misunderstanding. I'm positive about that. And he's like looking over the regulations and everything.
Yeah. Um. You. I mean, I'm assuming that Andrew knows. You know, his place isn't a. You know his place is not a restaurant, and
Right.
he no business. You know, allowing the level of inspections that a restaurant is required to his place.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you're just shining the guy on for the
There's
moment.
right, pretty much. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Just trying to win him over so that it's more of a
Alright.
friendly kind of exchange and hopefully, delay any harsh action he might take because he wasn't able to see Hugo right now.
Okay. Give me an influence roll.
All right.
I will say that Rhoda has cameras all around the perimeter of the
Mhm.
Nice.
Magus'
I
house.
approve of that.
So she has an earpiece that is able to listen to the entire conversation.
I think it's
In case you were wondering if she knew what was being said. She does.
Ouch.
Is that what you got?
That was me. Go ahead and roll.
All right, come on, baby. All right. Awesome.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow, that looks like a hell of a polka
Wow.
thing.
That doesn't. Yeah, I'm the one that rolled the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen when I roll.
I know.
When we're on opposing sides. Okay.
Not very frequent, I know.
You. Okay. You do convince him to hold off until the next business day.
Okay.
And not to do something, and but you do agree to be there when the two of them talk to keep things flowing and keep any employees he has from disrupting the situation.
Awesome.
I appreciate that. I owe you one.
Of course, yeah.
And-
I'll make sure this is, completely above board and everything's exactly where it needs to be for this,
Um,
Thank you for coming out. At this hour, it's probably your off time, so probably go
Mm.
home and try to enjoy life a little bit.
You're right. No, I wanted to get this done. I didn't want to shut down the business, but I
Oh, yeah.
appreciate you
I completely
you
understand.
giving help.
hmm
And I have a question.
Yep.
Can Rhoda open her third eye while they're talking to look at them?
Yep, you can.
I'm gonna get the guy's name too before he heads off and try to get contact information.
Yes.
So
yep.
later on, we can reach out to him directly.
Um.
If it's like a business card or something that he just hands me, that works.
Yes.
Or,
Yep. Yeah, he hands you a business card.
Do you have to roll first? No.
For the third eye.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll. You go to do it, and you get a brief image, but then you get this flash. Give me a in front of your face that blinds you for a moment.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a physical and a move. And let me set the difficulty.
would Ray give off anything with third eye with his minor?
A little bit,
ability?
yeah, but
Oh.
nothing that
I was unsure on that one.
really, yeah, nothing that really stands out too far.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there was with that one, there was a complicated. Oh, you also get a plot point.
Who does?
Rhoda does.
Well,
Nice.
if I had used one, okay.
No, you get one no matter what. You rolled a 1, and I'm using.
Do I get another plot point?
Yes. Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. You fall backwards
Mhm.
into the door with a thud.
Mhm.
That is audible to everyone. Elmira,
Yes.
seed feed or no, a spirit chipmunk.
No, there is no A. There is only the spirit chipmunk of this channel.
Oh, spirit.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's
Jump
what they
down.
does.
Jump down between the woman and you. Startled. It looked like it startled her, made her fall backwards. And as the guy is walking away, he's spirit animal is currently looking straight at you.
Omeira just kind of like very politely to Seed Thief.
Looks at the one next to you. Reynard?
Mhm.
Yeah, this isn't the first time this has happened, but you're getting the stink eye from a chipmunk.
Do I see said chip?
Yes, you see said chipmunk on the ground.
All right, I'm gonna look back at the chipmunk and just not say or do anything necessarily, but kind of
Go like this.
with my body language, be like, Hey, man. What's up?
Okay.
Just try to seem generally friendly to this chipmunk that, as far as I know, could turn into a creature and bite my head off right now.
Hmm. Okay. You see the chipmunk um dart back to the house, run up the side. Rhoda, you see Seed Thief for a second, darting around. He jumped in front of you right at the wrong time. And zip around. You can hear him zipping around the roof. Um, and the two of you look up and you see two ravens on top of the roof of Hugo's home.
So,
You're
Is that-
mine! Finally!
Omega,
Still
is,
nest at Kasser's shop.
are those ravens an Odin thing, or does this Magus have multiple familiars?
I don't think those are his.
Okay.
Can Rhoda be up on her feet now?
Yeah. Yep. The guys walked off. The two of them were just looking up at the roof, probably watching Seed Thief. You two walk up to the front door now, or
Yeah, we'll start walking my
Okay.
way up. I'll take a quick glance at the business card to try to see how official it looks.
it? Okay. Go
See
ahead
if
and
this is in fact someone from the city, or if I just talked off a con man.
okay. That's fair. Go ahead and give me a mental no
Okay.
and probably con man distinction.
All right.
It applies.
88. Would I be able to use forgery instead of no?
Yeah, forgery works. Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, of course. Now I roll a one. But hey, that gets me a plot point. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Rhoda.
Mhm.
As you walk up, as he's walking up, he's looking at the business card you saw him get signed, and that get handed, and he's looking at it really close. Like he's basically like he's checking it to see if it's a forgery. That seems to fit.
Mhm.
The
Yeah, because he's being very analytical about it.
Yeah,
Like if the
right.
edges come apart or like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if
yeah,
the logo
it's the
flakes
right.
off or something.
Yeah, but it's definitely the correct quality print
Mm-hmm.
for this, and it was done as part of a mass,
Mm-hmm.
print a box, print. Actually, it was done as the standard, print, a couple boxes of it because he expects to give out
Right.
a
Yeah.
lot. This is not I went to Office Max and got 50 of them
Right.
so that
Exactly.
I can hand
Yeah.
them out.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, he's clearly checking it out to see if it's a forgery as you walk up, and you get the plot point.
Thank you.
Andrew.
As I walk up, this is important. She's wearing jeans and like a white tank top, but she has like a leather vest, but not like because she's a biker, but she doesn't do it enough that they can see that she's carrying a gun.
Okay.
But she wants it to be clear that she does not trust who they are. And she kind of adjusts her rune bracelet so that the one that she suspects is magical sees.
That would be Reynard.
Okay.
He's the one that glowed.
Okay. Whichever one glowed, that's the one she's trying to communicate to.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
All right,
she'll say,
we're I will hand wave that he picks up what you're throwing down. So
Mhm.
you can go ahead and say what. Yeah, go ahead and
Oh, okay.
RP amongst yourselves.
Thanks for helping with the annoyance I was dealing with.
Yeah. You're welcome. Were you able to get his business card? And I'll hold up the one that I got.
Yeah, same
Okay,
one.
good. I wasn't sure. I didn't see that part of it. I'll
Oh,
just
that's
hold on to
okay.
this. I was able to, I believe, talk him away from doing any immediate action on anything.
Well,
And I have
think
a copy of the code that he's using for this building code thing. If you want that, and I'll motion to hand that to you as well.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Oh, yeah. I'm Ray. This is Omera.
Hi, nice to meet you. And she'll put her hand out, shake both your hands.
Yep, he'll shake your hand. And
Okay, and she'll.
Almira
put
does
her...
hesitate a second, but eventually they do reach out
Okay.
and shake your hand.
yeah,
Are
she's
you guys?
a little shy.
Oh, no worries. I'm not.
Sure.
Are y'all new in town?
Yeah. Just got in, wanted to stop by and pay our respects to the Magus.
I see. You thought coming to his home was the best way to do that?
Well, yeah, because I figured he was here considering it's his son's birthday, I believe.
Oh, so you thought coming to his son's birthday party at his personal home was the best way?
Tom, how long has it
We
been
have
that
a gift.
she's been out?
What?
Omera, do you want to get the gift?
Uh, I have quite important news for Master Mitchell.
Yeah, we do. It's official business, but we're also trying to make it casual and not try to interrupt his day or his kids and his wife's day or anything.
But it is important that he knows immediately.
And she's looking at Omiru. Am I saying it right?
Close enough. Omera.
No, Omera.
Omera, yeah. Okay.
Omera. Does this important information have to do with keeping the Magus safe?
It has to do with keeping everybody safe.
Protecting the whole town. All of Albany.
Were you sent here?
Yes, but this is not probably why.
Okay.
To answer your question, Vort, about 20 minutes.
I think that's noticeable enough that I would actually start to go looking for her to see what's going on.
That's fair.
Would
Yep.
Ray or Omera be able to see past the glamour that Rhoda put up at all?
Well, she hasn't opened the door.
Okay, so because and the sound is
there's a physical
shielded enough
door.
anyways.
Yeah.
Awesome. I wasn't sure if we could hear anything.
Girl's birthday. It's not like they get too loud.
Right, yeah.
Right.
But if Hugo's coming out now.
Yes. You go. You hear the door open behind you.
Stay
Rhoda,
here.
what is going on?
You two stay here for a minute.
Of course.
And she'll just go over and tell him everything that's gone on and say,
Restaurant.
I know, it's ridiculous. We'll deal with that in a minute, but see the one with the red hair? I get a sense that, and I think their pronouns are they, them. So keep that in mind, that they have an important information, and I get the feeling that there's more to them that meets the eye the other one, Ray, seems really like when I opened my third eye, I got this big flash of light. That's why Seed Thief is probably going to be walking funny for a little bit because he got in the way. Anyways, just a heads up.
I'll kind of like
So-
wave at Hugo from where I'm standing.
And he seems also to do well with conning people. So, but he seemed to read the room well as I walked up, shaking my rune bracelet and showing my gun. So he seems to have some social adeptness. And the other one,
Why do you threaten
seems to-
everybody that comes to see me?
I didn't threaten anybody. But
Showing your gun and flashing your rune bracelet is a threatening gesture. I hate to tell you this.
I'm going to go into the party. You go talk to the strangers on your own.
I, give the usher towards the room as I step away.
Was I able to overhear any of this conversation?
No.
No?
Let's see.
Okay. It was hushed tones enough. Yeah.
Yep.
So yes, I will step towards these newcomers to see, and see what's going on here more.
Rhoda's going in for a drink, and she'll
Mhm.
bring back like a beer for the other two, but not for Hugo,
Okay.
because she's annoyed with him.
I accept that answer if you've given any other.
Hugo, it's good to meet you. Or should I refer to you in a more formal manner, I guess? I don't know if you prefer by station or
Hugo's fine for now.
okay. My name's
Master
Ray.
Mitchell,
This is Omera. Yeah.
yes, I was sent here by
Oh, one eye
I-
himself.
yes.
Mhm.
I could not recall what he goes by now. But also there important news. I caught scent of priores around. No, what are they called now? That's not right.
Can you describe them? I might be able to.
Give Ava 1/2 a second.
All right. Kind of look back. Those translated to.
The
Uh,
former ones.
Yes. That's what it is.
This is a threat I've known about, right? I prefer call.
Yeah. Yep.
Thought the Fomori were busy
believe-
elsewhere. Trying to. All right, so they're trying to. At some point, I'm gonna have to talk to Batarang and ask him if I've actually pissed off the literal fates.
I hope not.
That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Well, but some days I really wonder if I actually did piss off the Nordens.
Also, it's your son's first birthday, yes?
Yep.
If you don't mind, I have something for him. It's an old Japanese tradition.
Do you both promise to be on your best behaviors and act as guests?
Of course. Laws of hospitality and everything.
Omira waits, watching Ray until he gives his answer before they nod. Yes, of course.
Then please come inside.
Thank you. All
They
right.
take off their hat before coming inside.
Oh, that one. But I'll let them inside, give them, place to sit. Find out if there's any cake left. Introduce them to Jillian, let them present the gift.
And I'll introduce myself as politely as possible and everything along with it.
Yeah, so Omira will I'm just kind of assuming that the kid at this point is kind of, let's see, crawling.
Could be
Coddling.
And
Could be a couple steps and then crawl.
Yeah.
So Omira would sit cross-legged on the ground in front of the kid somewhere. And lay out, I should have thought about this. A few items in front of them. So there's a paintbrush, a pin, a folded paper origami troll. And then they think for a moment. Technology. And then they kind of just look at Ray.
Yeah, and Ray just pulls out like a burner cell phone, pretty much.
And so he'll put that there and pull out an honest to God. What's the word I'm looking for?
Just grab seed thief.
Old calculator.
Abacus.
Abacus. That's it.
Like
Pull
a
out,
mini
a small
abacus.
abacus and set that and then they let the kid just go to whichever one.
But before I let him free, what is this gift? I'm not familiar with this gift.
Technically, this isn't a gift, though you could say the gift of knowledge. It's supposed to tell you where the child's strength lies. So the art, the paintbrush for art, the pin for I just kind of wave a hand. The troll for magic. The phone.
Oh, yeah, it's a phone.
For technology, and the abacus for the maths and sciences.
Logic.
And whichever he goes to naturally should point where his natural strengths lie.
I'll look over to Jillian, see if she has any objections.
She's listening. No, go. It's fine.
Okay, then we'll sit down with Joseph and let him make his way over.
Rhoda's gonna pass Ray another beer, and she's really interested
Thank
in
you.
this. And
Yeah, Omega
now
has
Hugo.
Omira has not touched the beer, by the way.
Yeah, I gathered.
I think he probably handed it to Ray.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ray's already had to.
Yeah, so Omira's sitting there and watching intently, like this is the most engrossing thing they've ever seen.
Okay. You let
Let Joseph
you
crawl
let him
towards.
go?
Yep.
Yep.
You want me to roll a die on this since there's 5 objects?
Nope. He crawls forward. Looks around. Looks up at Rhoda. Does that squint thing that he does every once in a while at her. sticks his hand in his mouth. And now would be an excellent time for us to take our 10-minute break. Well,
Well, baby B's a baby.
yes. Well, baby Bee's Bee's a baby.
All right.
It's no good way of saying that.
We shall be back in 10, folks.
Happy Monday, folks. And we left it. This 1-year-old was starting to crawl forward. And then in a burst of speed that you can only understand when you've had to deal with toddlers or babies approaching toddlerdom. He darts forward, swats the pen away in his burst. Bites the head of the troll off. Not off, but clamps his mouth down around the troll.
You see here, Rhoda. Oh, Sydney.
Hilarious.
And knocks the phone up onto the abacus, sliding out a particular sequence, which someone can try and read later. And just as Jillian is rushing forward to get that paper that she has no idea where it was out of her son's mouth,
Yep.
he trounces through the money and puts his hand on the dictionary. At which point Jillian swoops in and starts to remove the troll from
His mouth and hands.
Yeah, his mouth and yeah.
A quick little guy.
Yeah. Wherever he's going, he's gonna get there fast.
You don't worry about the paper, Mistress Mitchell. It's perfectly safe.
Okay. I want to make sure he doesn't eat all of it. What did this tell you?
You have a very special child.
Do you look down at the abacus?
Yes.
It's the number 42.
Does 42 have any significance to you?
Rhoda starts to giggle.
Universe and everything, but
Hugo would have read that. So yeah, it's been like, I mean, it's common joke based upon Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah. Ray would have actually made that little comment, the whole life universe and everything.
Myra will like look up at Ray. culture.
Yeah, but it's pop
Reference?
culture. It's from a book.
Rhoda's still
the-
giggling.
The movie came out in the movie with Freeman in it.
Mhm.
Came out in 2005.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's-
So
Really?
Yeah,
yes,
about 6 years now. Yeah,
Crap.
in game.
Welcome to the old person club, Ava. Welcome to the old person club.
If I were to put a point on it, I would say this it is a good sign that he will succeed at anything he puts his mind to.
Yeah, I think if
You
I
go-
understand this process right, the kid would also potentially have some sort of magical inclination too. But given the parents, I mean, probably expect.
what was the name of that book you just listed, Mr. Reynard?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
He got one.
As a gift.
Yeah, he got
Did?
a copy of the book.
Did Cassera send that?
No, it wasn't what Cassera sent. Cassera sent actually, yeah.
Bottle of bourbon. I mean,
Who would send
Um,
bourbon?
no, I wouldn't.
Either Irish whiskey or Scotch. Come on.
yeah.
Mhm.
No, Cassera had stopped by earlier. And no, it was a typical child. It was a vintage child gift she gave. Made of wood.
Had lead paint on it.
No, no lead paint.
Delicious,
Okay.
delicious
I'm
lead.
kidding.
But but no, this wasn't. No, this was just sent in. Um, oh, she comes back with a hardcover book. This is signed by the author.
Who gave me a? Who gave our fit? We have a signed Hitchhiker's Guide signed by Douglas Adams.
Raynard, give me a notice roll.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Rhoda is on her 6th beer with the brothers.
Yes. Yep.
Social, mental.
Wow.
Wow.
Gosh.
Social, mental.
Yeah. No, mental. That's mental. Sorry.
Okay. And I'm throwing in hyper observant in there.
Yep. Yes.
Another polka
Yeah.
die.
Yep. Yep. You get a polka die.
Was that a second polka die?
It's a
Yeah.
D6er, yep.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And I've got 2 ones if people want to remove some.
I think I'm exhausted, but I had to just.
Yeah.
I'm just letting that ride out through the party.
Yep. Yeah. Sydney.
Yeah.
That's a first printing. I mean,
Right, but yeah.
it's no, yeah, I mean, no, it's not like a Tolkien, but it's still
Mhm.
got some value to it.
First printing signed.
Rhoda's going to ask Could the archive have sent it?
Either that or someone that can see the future in some way, I'm guessing. You know anybody
She's
like that?
both.
Mm. Yeah,
Did it,
it's
what did it come in?
it was just in a box. Didn't say anything.
Hmm.
It's not worth a ton. Because it was 1980, probably a few $100, maybe up to 1,000, depending on what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
what
Hugo isn't. If he's fully recognizing it's a first printing signed one, it's not a money thing. It's like, dude, this is just
Who brought it?
Who? What does the dedication? It's signed. Who was that signed to? Maybe that might tell us something.
look to see who it's inscribed out to.
Take a plot point, Ava. Hang
Just playing a D10 smarts character.
on. To JZTM, the kid with 4 names. Hope this helps you and gives you guidance.
JTZN.
JZTM.
Z.
That's the baby.
That's the baby's initials.
Yeah.
Yep.
Douglas Adams.
Hmm. Um. You know, Hugo, you could do a tracer spell, or
Is perhaps this Adams in the know?
I don't know. He's passed on at this point.
Hmm.
About 9 years ago.
How old is the signature on this?
Yeah, Omera was just gonna ask Ray
Yeah.
if he could tell.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a that would fall into forgery.
Awesome.
Gonna be a little bit
Yeah.
more difficult because of the age.
All right.
Hmm.
I
We
believe I
tied.
matched the 9. Yeah.
Yep. Ah. It looks like it was signed at
In the
least 20 years
80s,
ago.
90s. Yeah.
At least 20 years ago.
Yeah. Whoever did this can see the future. So.
Rhoda is now arm wrestling with the brothers.
Yep. Okay. Give me a physical and fight roll.
Okay.
That's fight is probably it's not really a fight, but it is the
I'm gonna do Valkyrie also.
okay.
You know, because she can.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going first?
I'm going first, yes. Sorry, give me a second to really roll. Wow. I am rolling so many ones. It is pathetic.
You're just pumping us up for when we'll need them later.
Right.
Oh my.
Huh. Wow. Okay.
Rhoda breaks her whole arm off.
Um,
I don't know. I think at this point, if the person you're arm wrestling has also been drinking, I think both of you were arm wrestling and pulled each other off the table.
Yeah,
You were arm wrestling
Yeah.
and just fell to the floor.
we're starting to break furniture. You're chilling.
Yeah.
Do knock it off. So I get 2 more plot points. I have so many plot points now.
Yep.
1, 2, 3,
Ray's just
4.
going to look over at Hugo and be like, is this normal?
No, actually, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, no, you literally, both of you just, tumble, slide off the edge of the table. You both end up basically in a tangle on the floor. And you hear Jillian, that's it. No more beer for anyone.
Oh man. See what you caused?
Rhoda, I expect that out of my brothers, but I thought you were better than this.
I'm sorry, I'm exhausted. And I've been drinking way too much. Also, I have an idea. Doesn't that guy Rio know the future?
At times.
Can I see the book, please?
Yeah.
Anyone want another round?
I mean, I was
You're-
assuming I was
Rhoda,
still
you're cut
looking
off.
kind of closely at
He
it.
literally hands Reynard the book and then stalks off to where to stop one of her brothers from going and getting more beer. So-
Omera wants to. I don't know. I want to see if there's any residue of possible magic, or I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
something.
Okay. Now that you've got it in your hands, Reynard,
Mhm.
go ahead and give me another forgery roll.
All right. Mental forgery.
Dang, Tom.
This is not exactly a normal thing. But that's
All
for
right. All right. Okay. I will spend a plot point for my observant distinction then and try to roll well here.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, that's a valuable point use of a plot point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that
Nice.
a polka dot?
No,
No.
not quite. He's only
Oh.
3 higher.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
um,
Photographic deduction.
yeah, well, here's the thing.
Mhm.
This isn't an actual copy that was sold in stores.
Hmm.
Okay.
This is one of the final proofs. This is a bound galley.
I'm sorry, what?
A bound galley. It's a final proof of a book before it goes into production.
Okay. I've never heard
It's
the terms combined like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's a pre-publication version. It's
Sent.
the bound. It's usually just perfectly bound, so it is a little bit different in terms of
Mhm.
how they how it was done. But it's not. Yeah, there wasn't that many probably, especially at the time of these were done. And like I said, it wasn't just the mass market. And looking at it, it was bound by hand, not a machine.
Ray, you've read the book, yes?
Yeah, probably a couple times.
See what differences there are in the text.
All right, I'll like skim through some of the pages, see if I notice any publication-based differences from what I remember from reading it a couple times before. You want me to make a roll on that one?
Yeah, I'm not really gonna make you make the roll.
Mm-hmm.
The you just kind of skim through it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get up to a point where you start to see some different inconsistencies between the characters, but then it becomes obvious that, while the dolphins do leave,
Mm-hmm.
not the Volgons that chase them off.
Oh, so why does this book have a different ending?
You'd have to really read into it to follow it more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's this is going to take some actual like sitting down and notebooks. But yeah, it's definitely
Mistress Mitchell, do you mind if I unbind the book so that it could be easier to do this? I can redo the binding once we're finished.
Yeah, I could help her redo the binding too later on anyway.
How about we hold off for today and just let this party celebrate?
Oh, that's fair.
yes, I think we probably need to have more talk before you start taking apart my son's mysterious birthday. Jeez, I can't believe I'm having to make that sentence.
I look at her.
Well, it's a wonderful.
Hey. I look at her lovingly. And it's like, honey, you know this is our life now.
If it's any consolation at all, if things were normal, I probably wouldn't be here.
No, that's fair.
I don't know if that offers any comfort.
No, but I'm gonna go with it's the thought that counts.
Can we have our beer now?
No,
No, you're cut off.
You are done. My brothers are done.
They're the problem.
I give her the most knowing dad look I can at that statement.
Omeira leans over to Ray and goes, I would think a Valkyrie would have better self-control.
And she will respond to you and says, she does have self-control. She just doesn't need it right now.
I find that when you tend to think that is when it is likely to be untrue.
Thank you. Omeru. She wasn't rude. She just said thank you.
Let's have another round of cake.
Yep.
Yay!
Yeah.
Cake.
And as that's going on, I'll be like, I'll go to Renard and Omera and say, tell you what, let's get this next round of cake, but then the three of us go step into my office and we discuss some things further. Like not threatening, not anything like that. Just
Of course.
Okay.
Omera will take like a very, very small piece of cake and like scrape all the frosting off.
Rhoda,
Yeah.
give me a physical and move.
Just those two.
Just those two, yeah.
Remember, she metabolizes alcohol fast.
Yep, I know. That's why I'm not hitting you with. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. There are. Oh, okay. I don't
What
even
is
have to.
with? Jeez.
Caught you flat-footed. You.
Who did?
The kid.
Baby?
Yep. You were leaning towards it, and he just with that, smeared
frosting or
smeared
something.
frosting, yeah, on you.
On my face?
Yeah. Well, upon recollection, it seems like he was trying to be nice and feed you some.
Oh, well, she'll laugh. She'll say, "You
Yeah.
little rascal. Were you helping me?" And
yeah.
she'll laugh with him. She'll think it's cute. And she'll take some and smear some on him.
Yeah.
And she'll just giggle. Think it's cute and funny. She'll grab some more water and she'll go wipe her face off.
Yep.
Recognize that she feels fine now.
Yeah.
She will ask Jilly, she'll pull her side, how's that bracelet working for you still? Do you ever feel like it activates or?
Refresh my memory what the bracelet was supposed to do.
It's a shield bracelet, similar to what Dresden wears, but it's made out of Norse runes. There's one for the baby and one for her.
No, it's actually been pretty. The only time it ever does, occasionally when I'm frying something.
I'm sorry?
When I'm frying something.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe not where it's so low on your wrist that it gets heated by the stove. That might help. But it's not acting any kind of weird way around our new visitors or anything.
No, it didn't. I was up to Mr. Pretty close to Mr. Reynard. I haven't gotten close to
Omeru. Omera. Yeah. Omera.
You guys are out of the room.
I know.
So,
Yeah.
I
wrote it phonetically.
They're just so practiced at saying it, they just teleport. It's like, it's this, and back out again.
No,
I think I'm going to offer them to stay at the halfway, not the halfway house, or the part of the house I have, or the magical community.
That would be nice, yeah.
Yeah. I think it would be.
Doesn't Hugo have a board house?
Trying to get to that part of a conversation.
Yeah. And you're also doing it because you want to keep an eye on him, don't you?
course she does.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. I just want to, again, it's not that I don't trust them, but there's a reason they're here. And Omera made a big, or made a comment that she wouldn't be here if things were normal. So it makes me feel like something bigger is coming, which I think I would like to know what she knows.
Well, my husband will probably be asking that now. He might find out. He might find out the details, and it, as much as I hate to say this out loud, it can't be any worse than last year.
Oh God, now it's going to be so much worse than last year.
So much.
We live in Albany. Oh my God.
Lived here all my
Jilly.
life.
Yeah.
This,
Oh my.
this, it
You
only
should
got
know
bad.
better.
It's
Let's just hope it's not vampires. That's the last thing we need to deal with again. No vampires.
there
I
was
was wondering
certain parts of it that were fun.
of the vampire. I don't. I'll take your word for it.
Well, I mean, Hugo was so, reserved and bound up before that. I honestly
don't-
wasn't sure he knew how to kiss.
Please stop
To be
speaking.
perfectly honest.
I don't want to know anything about this. Please, Jilly, if you continue to talk like this, I'm going to throw myself in front of a car. Stop it right now.
Why would you hurt a perfectly good car?
True. Jilly, please. Please don't ever talk to me like this again.
Okay. So now that Jilly's had her fun,
And she's traumatized. Rhoda,
and
Rhoda
is
comes out like
traumatized.
this. And then she'll say, "Can I please now have a beer?" She's kidding.
The her younger brother does manage to slip you one as you walk back out.
She's going to high five him.
Hugo, you lead them into your office.
Nice
Good.
cake. Thank you.
Yep. My wife is quite the baker.
Nice.
So let's get a little official business out of the way first. Just want to take care of that.
Mm-hmm.
Point to Reynard. I don't know anything, or wasn't expecting you. So I give
To be
him
fair, most people don't. But
well, yes, but Omera.
I've taken him under my supervision.
I help her get around in the modern world. We'll just put it that way.
That too.
Okay, we're gonna come back to that here in a second. So, um, I don't. Aaron, the player does not have the spiel laid out, but I give him a spiel of what I expect of somebody residing in town. Be polite. Don't start nothing. Respect the neutral areas of town.
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Yeah, things like that. Go through that. And if you need a place to stay, I have the boarding house available. It is a in the know facility.
Is the boarding house where Bruno works?
No,
Okay. All right.
you're the one that had the problem with Bruno.
Yeah, he didn't like me very much.
Apologize to him for me.
Yeah, I will. I'll make sure to get that to him.
Yeah, I didn't mean anything bad towards him either. He really didn't like me being there. I mean, I was literally on my way to try to leave, and he stopped me and then threw me out a window. Kind of confusing.
Yeah, I'm working on that with him. He's not supposed to be doing such thing.
I'm just glad I'm still in one piece.
To it wasn't entirely because of you. Like I said, I make sure that he does know that I'm not here to cause any harm.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Oof.
probably a bit of both of us, but
That's fine. Well, I'll make sure to get it smoothed over. You may have to buy him a pint at the library, but that's about it.
that's fine.
So I'll turn to O'Mara as like, you have been, as per the agreement, you already have a room reserved at the boarding house, one of the nicer ones as a semi-permanent resident, because Batarong and Marcone asked me to provide you a place to stay as part of their agreement to sponsor me. They didn't say why you need a place to stay, and I'm frankly not going to ask unless you feel I need to know. But same thing I just read to him, pointing to Reynard, I expect the same out of you.
Right. It's probably just I don't have a place here.
I mean, neither one of us really does.
But if you mean why they wanted me here, I don't know any more than you do. Odin just said this is where I was needed going. He didn't explain much.
Yeah, he can be real cryptic when he wants to be.
I wasn't even aware one of his
Really?
Valkyries was here.
Yeah, she's kind of the part and parcel deal. She got reassigned to this location as well.
Mm.
So, yes, we'll get you after the party's done here in about another hour. I'll take you over to the boarding house, get you your accommodation set. Like I said, O'Mara, you have one of the dicer rooms because it's for those who are staying a longer length of time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Reynard, we'll find what room's available for you.
Mm-hmm. That's very kind of you. It'd be nice to actually sleep under a roof that's not the roof of a car.
Is there anything you two are bringing to Albany that I should be concerned with, aware of, on the lookout for?
Baggage, essentially, you mean?
Baggage, debts that get called due, enemies coming for you, things like that.
Ray would kind of look over at O'Mara and try to give her the floor to begin with while he tries to figure out what to say.
I no. There will be few that know I am here, much less know who I am. I have spent many years alone.
I will not press today, but I would like to know more as we build a relationship, what you mean by who you are and what you are.
I mean, that is one thing to point out.
No, I mean, they don't, nobody knows me, even many in the
Yeah.
supernatural community won't likely know me, so I have no real enemies to speak of.
Yeah, I don't think many people really know about Amira that aren't really in this room, honestly.
Although I fear the Bruno, I may have come across him in the past. It might explain his reaction to seeing me.
Now, when you say past, I don't get the feeling you mean like how I would say in the past, 5 to 10 years. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Again, I'm going to leave that as a point to come back to once we've had a chance to build our relationship. But I feel like there's something to that probably is important for me to know. Maybe not all of it, but some of it.
Just for the moment, know that I am powerful and dangerous. If I want to be, it's.
She's really nice to be around, to be honest. But then again, I also kind of don't like being around society about as much as she doesn't. So.
I'm afraid you're going to be dealing with society if you're staying here.
Oh, I know. I mean, if anything, that just proves how important our task is here. Neither one of us would be anywhere near a town if we didn't need to be.
A task that you're not aware of what it is.
In detail, no, not really.
How about in generality?
Generality, my understanding is something's going on in the Albany area that's of great importance that Odin knows of and didn't want to be very clear to us about.
Given the presence of the Fomori, that would be where my guess would go. There is very powerful and dangerous beings around Albany.
Yeah, I know a few of them.
That generally mean harm.
If you ever wander into relics and rarities, be extra polite. The owner there is a friend of mine, but she doesn't tolerate bullshit.
That's fair. I mean, with my memory, think of everything with the Fomori. My information is that lower level people with magic and whatnot have been kind of disappearing, or things have been happening within that tie to the Fomori, and trying to figure out why they're drawn to this area in Albany. What's going on there?
When you say that, you do see Hugo close his eyes. You hear him take just a couple of deep breaths, almost like he's kind of calming and centering himself a little. I am experienced with such situations before.
Yeah. And so, if you even know the group by name, I am essentially part of the Paranet. Mainly because
Yeah,
I'm an
that is actually
information
up and
kind of guy.
running. It is up and running at this time. Yeah, I'm aware of them. They have we have some people here that keep in touch with them.
Yeah. Well, now I'm one of them as well. So
As for those reports from that Gary guy, where that guy needs to get a weekend in Nevada.
a little uptight.
That's I don't even think that's the start of the description value of him, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit, quite a bit more laid back than Gary, but I also, unlike a lot of the others in the Paranet, I tend not to really write much down. Mainly because I know the existence of the archive, and it's funner that way.
That is not as common a knowledge as far as I've been informed. So
I mean, I don't know who or where the archive is. I've just heard of them and what their general ability was. So I always try to be very careful about what I write down.
I'm going to say that, Tom, at some point in the past year, I may have met the archive once in some sort of formal setting.
Yes, you would have. It would have been just before. It would have not been in the last year. It would have been before that,
Okay.
because just as the um literally at the end of season 3, I believe, um she was moving on. She moved back.
Yeah.
To there. But that takes us to the 11 o'clock hour, at least Eastern. So our 2-hour mark. So um, thank you everybody for watching. I'm going to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves because I don't think we did last time. Why don't we start according to the string, the redhead on the top, Ava.
Yep,
Oh.
I am Ava Rogers. If you're new around the Rim Alternis area, I am the crowdfunding director, meaning I run and manage Kickstarters. All the Kickstarters that we talk about, I'm involved in running. I'm also naturally here Monday nights, now playing Omera, formerly Adrian, and formerly, before that, Kasair. I'm also on bi-weekly Friday, so that'll be this Friday on the Well of the World stream, and bi-weekly Wednesdays over on Shadowcasters Network YouTube on the Denver 6th edition game.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah, I am Andrew, also known as Roadkill, in Discord channels and various gamer circles. I'm at the moment mainly in this stream for Rem. I previously played Officer Sydney Drake, and now playing Ray. About as polar opposite of a character as I could think of. And if you listen to the Alternia archives, you might hear my voice on some of those recordings here and there.
Oh yeah, I did forget to mention that. I do that too. I'm the producer for the archives.
Okay, down to Christina.
I'm Christina Presley, and I am only on this game. And I previously played Scarlet, the Red Court vampire, or half Red Court vampire. So maybe she'll make a return for you Dresden fans. We're in a time where maybe she gets freed of that horrible illness. But right now I play Rhoda, Kyrie, and think that's it. And yes, Opti is my husband, the owner of Fraggin' Unicorns.
Bort?
I am Vort. I play Hugo Mitchell. I mainly am here. I will pop up in other streams around. I'm on at least one of the podcasts. And yeah, that's me.
And I'm Tom Teslan also. I show up in a bunch of different spots in REM. I will be here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern. When we, no, 8 o'clock Eastern. When we start Shadow in Chicago, where I will be GMing Friendship is Tragic, where the runners come to the aid of some Amish furniture builders versus some bronies that are persecuting them. Yes, that's what I said. It is one of the April Fool's adventures that they write periodically. It actually is the first one. So looking forward to GMing that tomorrow night. Every other Wednesday, like Ava said, I'm over on Shadowrun Denver. And then on Thursday nights, right now I'm behind the scenes on Gen Con TV, making sure everything runs well. This week at 7 o'clock Eastern, we're going to be doing an interview with the makers of Wild Sea, the tabletop RPG game. And then at night, the one shot, then at 8 o'clock, the one shot show will be playing Wild Sea live. And then I think on REM this week is a Well of the Worlds week. So you can catch that. That is one that I'll hop into and think, okay, I'll listen for a little bit. And then, no, geez, they're done. Okay. I did not realize it. I've watched far longer than I planned because it's always engaging. And you get to listen to Ava harass Chris, which is always fun.
In a very polite way and a sweet Southern Belle accent.
Bless your heart. And on that note, hope everybody has a good week, and we'll see you next week on Monday night. Good night.
Good night.